Now, the thing about it that I want you to process, I don't want you to send emails. Remember, I just said a few moments ago, don't write emails about emotionally charged. I really wanted to go just have conversation with Chris Sissel and go, Chris, can we have a conversation? I need to talk with you. But I realized how ridiculous that was. My son is 21. Now, when I did talk to my son and say, son, when you get to the place that you would like to move up front, move up top, please talk to your coach. And, you know, I kind of coached him on some things to say. Got it, Mom. Chill. I'm okay. All right. Remove emotion-packed words. If you write it out, sit on it for a day, go back, remove those emotion-packed words. Use statements of intent when you finally deliver it verbally. Do y'all know what a statement of intent is? Does anybody know? Do you remember the iceberg? Remember what's below the waterline? I love statements of intent. You know why? Because if you're sincere and you're congruent, people can't argue with them. Here's a statement of intent. I want to do everything I can to help you find the best possible solution. If I am truly sincere and my behavior matches my words, you can't argue with that. They're I want statements that go directly to what's below your waterline. People don't know what's in your heart and what's in your brain, so you verbalize it. I want to make sure that I do everything I can. Now, if I say that, but my behavior says something else, you may cause people to doubt what you're saying. But if your behavior is congruent and you're sincere, those statements of intent are hard to argue with, gang. They're hard to argue with. I love them. And it demonstrates a deeper level of emotional intelligence when you're willing to reveal that. I want to do everything I can. And last but not least, what is the real message that they're sending me? And deliver it non-defensively. Questions, comments, concerns so far? You ready for your last slide? Non-defensive communication. Here's the secret to doing this well. Here's the secret. This is my slide, so you will not see this anywhere, and this is not in your handout. It's called non-defensive communication. And what non-defensive communication enables you to do is to focus in on whether it's a perception or a fact and to communicate benefits to them. Because 90% of the time we're thinking of ourselves, remember? So they're thinking of themselves 90% of the time. So when I'm trying to connect with them emotionally, remember what you said about assets, self-confidence, empathy. When I'm trying to connect with them, I need to connect with them from their point of view. So all of the phrases in the left-hand column and the phrase at the top of the right-hand column are what we call perceptions phrases. Some of you who have been with me before, I use this in every class. So don't think, oh, she needs to get some new material. No, I use this in every class. That's how important this is. We need to learn how to deliver information non-defensively because I want to create this cooperative environment. Emotions aren't bad things. It's just that we're in that escalating moment. If we choose to communicate in that escalating moment, it can backfire on us. So the first question is it a perception or a fact? According to, because of, based on. All of those are what we call facts phrases. Give me a definition of a fact. What is it? Definition of a fact. Something that's true? Ah, very good. Something you can prove. Verifiable, tangible evidence. That is the depth. Just because you think it doesn't make it a fact. If you think it, it could be a perception. I found that. I'm concerned about it. Sounds like I sense that. I understand that. Don't ever tell somebody you understand how they feel because you probably don't. You probably don't. And then in order to and so that are what I call the benefits phrases. It sets it up to tell them what the benefit is to them. And what it does is it brings down a barrier and it says, I am willing to think about it from your point of view. Covey says, seek first to understand. You know, there's not really a whole lot new under the sun. People just give old concepts new terminology. And then last but not least, the appreciate, I respect, and I agree. Anybody know what those mean? What are those? All they are buffers. They're called diffusers. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. Just be careful you don't follow it with a but or its evil twin, however. Now, here's what I want you to do. Do you remember on those successful traits that I showed you earlier? Do y'all remember that slide? Do you need me to go back to it? Yes, no, maybe? Here's what I want you to do with these. I want you to choose 1, 2, or 3 of these that you believe you need to tweak to exercise more emotional intelligence in your relationships at work or home. These are life skills. This isn't just about work. Just pick one. Did you all get that handout on how to set goals once you're done with the conference? Did you all get this? One moment, please. There was an email address. Well, we're just going to make our own. All right. So pick 1, 2, or 3 of these that you think you would like to tweak to exercise a higher level of emotional intelligence. Okay? Now I want you to think about something we've just talked about, either the steps, the non-defensive communication, emotional triggers, and just write down one thing you're willing to work on, whether it be an emotional trigger. Just pick something. So 1 to 3 of these that you want to improve on, and then pick a how-to that you've just learned in this hour and a half. Pick a how-to. Are y'all tired? And then here's my question for you. You're like going, I got to go through my notes. Okay. It's okay. Just let it go. It's okay. Here's my question to you. What is it going to take for you to actually implement something you learned from this class? Okay. Rethink your thoughts. I want everybody to stand up and find a partner. All right, now, I want you to face each other. Put all your workbooks and all your little notes down. I simply want you to face each other, kind of observe each other, kind of look at each other. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. All right, now, I want you to turn your backs to each other. And I want you to change 3 things about yourself. Change 3 things. Turn your back to each other and change 3 things about yourself. Please. All right, turn around and face each other and see if you can identify the 3 things that were changed. Turn your backs to each other again. Turn your backs to each other again and change 3 more things about each other. Oh my gosh. All right, turn back around and face each other and tell each other what you changed. Yeah, you have to guess. Tell each other what the other person changed. Sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah. Fragile.
exercise. Because what's interesting is some of you give up after the first go around. Either that or you're just bored. And then some of you go, I can't take off anything else, Lorinda. And isn't it interesting when I ask you to change 3 things, we're thinking about taking off. What about putting on? Did anybody exchange things with one another? Ooh. So what I'm asking you to think about today is not about just taking things off. Because all too many times, women especially, we look in the mirror and we talk about the things we need to stop doing. And I need you to think about the things we need to either start doing or do better so that people recognize it. People acknowledge it, just like in this exercise. It takes 21 to 38 days to change a habit. Good luck. Have a beautiful night. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.